So, any person nowadays who uses a smartphone should know about app permissions. You want to post a selfie to that new social media app? Well, you gotta give it permission to access your camera and your storage. And guess what? That new map app you just got? Yeah, you have to give it access to your exact location. Now, we typically download tons of apps onto our devices, and most of them do require some sort of permission to function properly. While most apps are trustworthy, there's always the chance that we run into one that is not. This is why it's so important to keep an eye on what permissions your apps are asking for and whether or not they actually need them. Now, for starters, let's go over the app permissions that are out there. Now, an app can ask for permission to access your camera, your microphone, your storage, which includes your pictures, your audio files, your videos, documents, whatever, your location, your contacts, your call logs, your nearby devices, and your text messages. They can also ask to send and receive phone calls and send you notifications. Now, some apps do rely on these permissions. For example, social media apps typically ask you for your camera, your microphone, and your storage if you want to take photos, post photos, or record videos. Map apps, or apps that report on your traffic or weather, they need access to your location so that they can get the information about local events happening in your area. But why is monitoring your permissions important? Well, your phone holds a ton of sensitive information on you. Think about it. We're talking about your contact information, your location, pictures of you and your family, and their contact information. Now, you don't want that information falling into the wrong hands, do you? Also, you don't want to give just any app the ability to activate your camera without you knowing, or activate your microphone without you knowing. So if you want to be safe about which apps you give permissions to, think about what an app should be able to access. If you download a calculator app, it should not be asking you for your location. And that Match 3 game you just downloaded, it should not be asking you for your contacts. Now, you won't really see this with more reputable apps, but you want to keep an eye on the newer apps, the more obscure apps that have not proven themselves yet. If you download an app that asks for permission that it should not, uninstall it immediately. Better yet, if you go to the app store of your choosing, you should be able to see a list of all the permissions the app needs. Read that list and make sure that the app should be asking for that permission. Being safe about which app permissions you grant can mean the difference between a fun game and a serious problem.